So recently Jack Black started a YouTube channel called Jablinksi Games, but people are noticing that in the videos he's not really playing any games. In fact, he keeps saying that he can't play games because someone stole his Delgado, and he's even accused people such as Ninja for taking his Delgado, and says that he wants it back. But I've got a theory that this has all been set up by Jack Black over his entire career as a contest for somebody to figure out where his Delgado is. So I think the channel is called Jablinski Games, but I don't think he means it in like a gaming sense. I think that he means it like, kind of like the Hunger Games. It's like a competition. And he's waiting for someone to figure it out. And I actually think that I've done that. I think I've figured out where the Delgado is. Now, let me explain here. So first I was watching the movie The Neverending Story 3, which had Jack Black playing the main bully character. In the movie, they keep referring to this evil presence as the Nasty. In the first Neverending Story, it was referred to as the Never, but now it's been changed to the Nasty. And I thought, well, when else has Jack Black used the term the Nasty? And then I remembered their first Tenacious D album, the song Wonder Boy. Well, Kyle Gass ends up being the character in the song, named Young Nasty Man. So I thought, could Kyle Gass be the one who has taken the Delgado? We know there's been some tension between Jack and Kyle Gass over the years. Even recently, in one of the Jablinski videos, he recalls a story where he got mad and physically assaulted Kyle Gass. On top of that, there's a song called The Ballad of Hollywood Jack in the Rage Cage, and the song is about when Jack made it really big in Hollywood and kind of left Kyle behind, and Kyle got jealous and angry that he made it big and that Kyle didn't. But then I thought, no, they're too good of friends now, and this song's obviously a joke, so this can't be, there's no way that Kyle took the Delgado. But then I noticed this lyric from the song, so Hollywood Jack lived up high on a hill in a bubble. And I thought, that's a weird lyric, he lived in a hill on a bubble. And then I remember the movie Bubble Boy, starring Jake Gyllenhaal. Now that movie also has Danny Trejo in it, so I started looking into him as an actor. And I found out that he was in a movie called The Line in 2009 with another actor named Andy Garcia. Now what movies has Andy Garcia been in? Well, 1 year before that, he was in a movie called Beverly Hills Chihuahua. And guess what his character's name was in Beverly Hills Chihuahua? That's right, Delgado. So this is the point when I realized that I was on the right path. I was figuring this out. I was onto something. The problem was that after this, I didn't know where to go next. So I just started basically combing through all of Jack Black's movies, and I found myself watching the movie King Kong. Now, I've seen this movie about 1 million times, but this time I had my eyes open looking for clues. And during this scene when King Kong's fighting the T-Rex, if you look on the far right of the screen, you will notice that's Delgado watching the fight. So Delgado was there the whole time. Now, on a side note to all this, apparently there was all kinds of drama during this time, where I guess King Kong and Delgado had kids together. They had a bunch of babies, but I guess one of the babies came out looking more like the T-Rex. So then King Kong got DNA testing done on all the babies, and I guess one of them actually had Jack Black DNA in it. So I don't know, this is all not important. What I do want to talk about is the fact that not only did Jack Black star in King Kong, but he also did the voice acting in the King Kong video game. Now, where else has Jack Black lent his voice to video games? Well, he actually had his own video game called Brutal Legend, where he voiced the main character. Now, in this movie, his character Eddie gets support from someone called the Guardian of Metal, who's voiced by Ozzy Osbourne. Now, Ozzy Osbourne was the original lead singer of the band Black Sabbath, but was later replaced by Dio. Now, in the movie Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny, it shows in the beginning young Jack Black asking Dio for help and guidance. And Dio comes out of the poster and comes to life and gives him advice on what to do. Now, the kid who plays young Jack Black in this scene also played young Jack Black in the movie Nacho Libre. So I thought, well, who is this actor? Who is this kid who keeps playing Jack Black? And is he connected somehow to the Delgado being missing? So I look him up and I come across this article titled The 8 Most Annoying Kids on TV. And one of the kids on the list is Barry Goldberg from the show The Goldbergs, who was actually played by the same kid who played young Jack Black in those movies. Now guess who else was on that list? Manny Delgado from the show Modern Family. So once again, another Delgado reference, which proves that we're on the right path here. Now back to the show The Goldbergs, there's an episode where Adam, the main character, deceives his grandfather into taking him to see the movie Poltergeist, which came out in 1982. Now, also in 1982, Jack Black had his very first ever TV appearance in a commercial for the game Pitfall, which he recently mentioned in one of his Jablinski Games videos. Now, 2 years later, in 1984, a Pitfall sequel came out called Pitfall 2: Lost Caverns. And what was Jack Black doing in 1984? Well, he had a part in a show called The Fall Guy. Now, on IMDb, The Fall Guy has a 7 out of 10 rating. So if you take 10 and subtract 7, it gives us 3. So why is the number 3 relevant here? Well, on the first Tenacious D album, there's a skit called Drive Thru, and it's exactly 3 minutes long to the second. Now, in this video, Jack Black is ordering food through a drive-thru window, and he asks for 4 chicken McNuggets. But he doesn't say it that way. He emphasizes the word chicken, and he says it like, give me 4 chicken McNuggets. And I thought, well, what is he trying to tell us here? Why is he emphasizing the word chicken like that? So I look up Jack Black and chicken, and it brings me to the episode of Hot Ones that him and Kyle Gass recently did, which is a show where they eat spicy chicken wings that get progressively hotter, and then try to answer questions, and they get interviewed while they're suffering. But in the beginning of the video, Jack Black explains to the host of the show that the best way to combat spicy food is not through drinking milk, but to drink sugary water. And I thought, drinking sugary water, where have I heard that before? And then I remembered in the movie Men in Black, there's a scene where the alien puts on the guy's skin and goes into the house and asks the woman for sugary water. So I thought, okay, Men in Black. Well, Men in Black has a score on Rotten Tomatoes of 92%, but an audience score of 79%. So 92 minus 79 equals 13, as in 2013. Well, what was Jack Black doing in 2013? Well, he lent his voice to the show Metalocalypse, but he didn't just play any character. He played his character Eddie from the game Brutal Legends, which I just mentioned previously. Now, in this scene that I'm showing you here, he's talking to the lead singer, Nathan Explosion, and Nathan Explosion says, "Stop talking to me or I'll fire you." So I thought, when has Jack Black ever been fired before? And then I remembered the scene in School of Rock in the very beginning where his character Dewey gets fired from his own band, and as he's walking out, he holds up his guitar case in the air, and this is where I believe the Delgado is hiding. So this is my submission for the contest. I think I'm right. I'll just wait and see if I'm supposed to go collect my prize from him directly or if he ships it to me. But anyways, I'll keep you updated on that, and I'll see you in the next video.